Welcome to the Lord's all-inclusive love. From Judaism's Holy Tanakh, Book of Isaiah, Part 2 of 2, on Words of Wisdom. Judaism's history begins around 2000 BCE with the covenant between God or Elohim and Abraham. Over 1,000 years later, as the Jewish faithful believe, God's or Elohim's laws and commandments were revealed to the prophet Moses on Mount Sinai, forming the Torah, which is the first part of the Hebrew Bible. The Hebrew Bible or Tanakh and the ancient writings of the Talmud embody the beliefs and practices of Judaism. Present in every aspect of the religion is a single omniscient and compassionate God or Elohim. The Holy Tanakh's book of Isaiah is the fifth book of the Nevi'im or prophets and is authored by the Israelite prophet Isaiah, who lived in the 8th century BCE. The book of Isaiah expounds on salvation in God, the compassion God has to his children, and visions of universal peace. Now we will read excerpts from chapters 55 to 58 from the Holy Tanakh's Book of Isaiah, with wisdom on how to live a noble life and the demonstration of God's love for all. Chapter 55. Seek the Lord when he is found. Call him when he is near. The wicked shall give up his way, and the man of iniquity his thoughts, and he shall return to the Lord, who shall have mercy upon him, and to our God, for he will freely pardon. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, says the Lord. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts higher than your thoughts. For just as the rain and the snow fall from the heavens, and it does not return there unless it has satiated the earth, and fructified it, and furthered its growth, and has given seed to the sower, and bread to the eater, so shall be my word that emanates from my mouth. It shall not return to me empty, unless it has done what I desire, and has made prosperous the one to whom I sent it. For with joy shall you go forth, and with peace shall you be brought. The mountains and the hills shall burst into song before you, and all the trees of the field shall clap hands. Chapter 56. So says the Lord, keep justice and practice righteousness, for my salvation is near to come, and my benevolence to be revealed. Fortunate is the man who will do this, and the person who will hold fast to it. He who keeps the Sabbath from profaning it, and guards his hand from doing any evil. Now let not the foreigner who joined the Lord say, the Lord will surely separate me from his people. And let not the eunuch say, behold, I am a dry tree. For so says the Lord to the eunuchs, who will keep my Sabbaths, and will choose what I desire, and hold fast to my covenant. I will give them in my house, and in my walls a place and a name, better than sons and daughters. An everlasting name I will give him, which will not be discontinued. And the foreigners who join with the Lord, to serve him and to love the name of the Lord, to be his servants, everyone who observes the Sabbath from profaning it, and who holds fast to my covenant. I will bring them to my holy mount, and I will cause them to rejoice in my house of prayer. For my house shall be called a house of prayer for all peoples. So says the Lord God, who gathers in the dispersed of Israel. I will yet gather others to him, together with his gathered ones. Chapter 57. He who trusts in me shall inherit the land, and shall inherit my holy mount. And he shall say, Pave, pave, clear the way, remove the obstacles from the way of my people. For so said the high and exalted one, who dwells to eternity, and his name is holy. With the lofty and the holy ones I dwell, and with the crushed and humble in spirit, to revive the spirit of the humble, and to revive the heart of the crushed. For I will not contend forever, neither will I be wroth to eternity. When a spirit from before me humbles itself, and souls which I have made, for the iniquity of his thievery I became wroth, and I smote him. I hid myself and became wroth, for he went rebelliously in the way of his heart. I saw his ways, and I will heal him, and I will lead him and requite with consolations him and his mourners. I create the speech of the lips. Peace, peace to the far and to the near, says the Lord, and I will heal him. Chapter 58. Call with a full throat, do not spare, like a shofar raise your voice, and relate to my people their transgression, and to the house of Jacob their sins. Yet they seek me daily, and they wish to know my ways, like a nation that performed righteousness, and did not forsake the ordinance of its God. They ask me ordinances of righteousness, they desire nearness to God. Why have we fasted, and you did not see? We have afflicted our soul, and you do not know? Behold, on the day of your fast you pursue business, and from all your debtors you exact payment. Behold, for quarrel and strife you fast, and to strike with a fist of wickedness. Do not fast like this day, to make your voice heard on high. To undo the fetters of wickedness, to untie the bands of perverseness, and to let out the oppressed free, and all perverseness you shall eliminate. Is it not to share your bread with the hungry, and mourning poor you shall bring home? When you see a naked one, you shall clothe him, and from your flesh you shall not hide. Then your light shall break forth as the dawn, and your healing shall quickly sprout, and your righteousness shall go before you. The glory of the Lord shall gather you in. Then you shall call, and the Lord shall answer. You shall cry, and he shall say, Here I am. If you remove perverseness from your midst, putting forth the finger and speaking wickedness, and you draw out your soul to the hungry, and an afflicted soul you sate, then your light shall shine in the darkness, and your darkness shall be like noon. And the Lord shall always lead you, and he shall satisfy your soul in drought, and strengthen your bones, and you shall be like a well-watered garden, and like a spring of water, whose water does not fail.
Animal people agriculture emissions accounts for about 15% of the climate crisis. That's a huge number. His Excellency Al Gore, vegan.
Sincere viewers, we appreciate your kind presence on today's program.